Wow. Hello, hello, hello. I'm doing a scuba diving fin review. It's a very unscientific personal opinion review, and I have, let's see, one, two, three, four sets of fins to actually review. I'm going to pick one out of all of these, and I actually have two that I already have, so I'm going to compare it to that. So, without further ado, we are going to show you, me, I'm going to show you the different fins I have to compare. All right, so the first fin, and by the way, I am not a professional YouTuber. I don't know what I'm doing. Hopefully I am in shot, hopefully I am in focus, and I'm just going to tell you my thoughts, and I'm making this video so I can help all my fellow scuba brothers and sisters out there help decide on a fin, and you can do it exactly how I did it. What I did is this is the Gorilla, the Seawing Gorilla from Scuba Pro. So let's talk about the I ordered all these fins from Amazon, and I'm going to return all except one of them. And normally I'd be supporting my local dive shop. You should absolutely support your local dive shop. I had a $110 gift card, so that's why I'm actually buying all this from Amazon, and I took the opportunity to take that chance. And yeah, I think, I mean, all your scuba equipment is safe, super safe, that's not right. It's super important safety equipment for you. I mean, it's all good. It's all important, but I mean, when I was learning to scuba dive, I had these super comfortable US diver fins. I got them, I don't know, maybe back in 2000. I want to say 2007, 2008. I can't exactly remember. Super comfortable. They get the job done for snorkeling. But you know, it was amazing. We were in the river, and when I was trying to fin in the river with current, with all that gear on, it just didn't have enough push. However, super comfortable though. I mean, it's really comfortable. But then again, if you don't wear fins at all, that's going to be comfortable too, right? So you got to have something. So, anyways, let's talk about the different fins we're going to be comparing. All right, so this one that I'm really curious about. We have the Seawing Gorilla, Scuba Pro Gorilla. I'm just going to refer to it from now on as the Gorilla fin. And we have the, this is the regular Seawing. It's the latest generation out in 2020. And yeah, I'm really curious. They feel fairly similar. I mean, this one maybe feels a little bit stronger, but I mean, they're both very similar in feel and whatnot. What's cool about this, I mean, you all can go online, do all the same research that I did. All these fins have different excellent characteristics, but I think they're all amazing designs to help, you know, get you through the water the most efficiently with the leg power that you have. So it says, are you tough enough to kick a gorilla? So I'm gonna find out. And this is the regular one. And hey, maybe this isn't my fin. Maybe this is my fin. I don't know. So let's go on to the other fins I'm gonna compare here. Oh, cool about this one. This one has one Scuba Labs like choice fin, and I'm gonna pull out another fin that actually won Scuba Labs fin of the year. You know, you can look it up, Google it. So over here we have the Atomic Aquatics fin. This one, I want to say it was in 2013. Really interesting looking fin. I mean, super big sweep to it. And over here, I did not actually ever see this in a Scuba Lab test where they did all the fins comparing side by side. I'm going to test these two fins first. This is the, hang on, I got to read it. This is the Extreme. I can never pronounce the name right. Myers. I can't say it right. But anyways, I like the design of this. It's more familiar. This one just came in regular. So it was either regular or extra large. And then this one, you know, you have large or medium. And unfortunately for me, I'm always right in between a large and medium. So we'll see. So you can take a look, see the difference in how these fins are designed. Interesting, huh? And I'm just going to get out the Seawing so you can see how that one actually compares to it. Interesting, huh? So this is the Seawing, and let's see. Hopefully they all float. I think they're all supposed to be positively buoyant. Let's see. Let's see. This is part of the test. And it looks like, and now I'm in freshwater. I don't have a saltwater pool. All right, so good to know, just in case. Hey, it looks like the Extreme, right? Extreme and the Seawing float. The Atomic Aquatics fin, it does not float in freshwater, but you know, maybe it would float in saltwater. It's not sinking super fast, but it is sinking, so you know, that's something kind of important to remember. Let's see if the Gorilla floats. Let's find out. See if the Gorilla floats. The Gorilla floats as well. So you know, that's just something kind of good to know in case you ever lose your fin. You know, that's what's going to happen. And oh, just so you all know, I'm still going to compare this fin. Super comfortable. I mean, it's not the best, but as you can tell, check it out. Compared to like this extreme angle on the Atomic Aquatics, this one actually does have a slight angle to it. So I mean, there was some engineering, there was some thought put into the U.S. Divers fin, you know, that you can get from Walmart. You know, oh, price wise, yeah, the Gorilla, you can't see it, it's off camera. Oh, here's another one. $240. $240. $220. Insane. I know, but you know, they are designed not to go snorkeling. They are designed to actually, you know, go scuba diving to where, you know, you might be, if you get deep water certified, to 130 feet. So this one here, I got this for $189. And this one here, this was, I really can't remember. It was, I want to say around 190. So not cheap, but you know, it is what it is. If they're good quality fins, you buy it once, you never buy it again. That's, you know, the spiel. And if you think about golf clubs or whatnot, or any other type of activity you're going to be doing, these are supposed to last. Even if you get into running or, you know, hiking, you know, your shoes, if you get good quality shoes, they're, you know, going to be expensive, and they're going to wear out. These shouldn't wear out. We're going to find out in a couple years. Oh, and just for giggles, I already had this one. I got this about a year ago. This thing's amazing. Makes me feel like I'm Superman. Does put some strain after a while on your ankle. So I'm going to see what happens with these. But this awesome fin, not for doing long distance stuff, because it is going to start to just, not muscle wise. I mean, for me, it doesn't really seem to wear me out muscle wise, but as far as actually just starting to bend back your ankle. Now pretend this is your ankle, right? It just starts to bend it back after a while, and it starts to get painful. So yeah. So what I'm going to do, here's my idea for my test, my very unscientific test. All right, so let's say these are more different because, again, the Gorilla and the Seawing, they kind of, because they look so similar, it's kind of, you get confused on which is which. So I'm going to compare these two first. I'm going to put one on one foot, one on the other foot, and I'm going to fin down and back underwater, because that's where, you know, you scuba dive. That makes sense. So I'm going to be underwater, and I'm going to see which feels better. I mean, comfort-wise is number one. I don't want to feel like I want to get out of the water, you know, after about 10 minutes of finning around. That's not fun. So number one thing is comfort to a certain extent. Obviously, I mean, I could not wear a fin at all. I'd be super comfortable, but then I couldn't do anything. So comfort, and then effort, you know. Which one am I getting the most return for the energy that I put into my kick? So we're going to find out, you know, and kicking repeatedly at a high level. You know, maybe you can get a couple kicks in on one of the fins, and then it just starts to wear you out to where, you know, kind of towards the hair type thing. So We'll see. So I'll come back after I compare these two and report back and get a winner from these two for me. And then I'll compare the Gorilla and the Seawing, get a winner from that, and then we'll have a face-off of the championship. And just, I don't know, depends how late it gets, because it's July, what is it, July 7th or 8th, and it's already getting pretty late. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to step up and compare the fins I already have, but who knows. All right, so with that being said, I'll see you after I compare these two and tell you my thoughts. Bye. Hey. All right, so I'm done with the Atomic Aquatics. I forgot the actual name of the fin, but Atomic Aquatics, most expensive fin, we call it that, and the Extreme, the Maris Extreme fin. I actually got them on my feet right now. Let me flip them so they match. There, that's what foot they're on right now. So, testing. Playing this one. There you go. Simple. Now let's go a little bit more detailed. This one, in every way that I can think of, is better. I'm going to use that word. Is better than the Atomic Aquatics fin. If I was down, which one would I trust more? This fin. It's easier to kick and I get more propulsion out of it. So why wouldn't I? Plus, it didn't quite flex my foot back as much, so there was less pain, and it is actually more comfortable to wear. So it's really better in every aspect, and it floats. I wanted this one to be cool, but it's not. I mean, I like the shape. That's cool, but something else that was interesting as I was taking them on and off is this. It's not good, and then when I put it in, and it would sometimes pop off without me touching anything. Maybe I did touch it, maybe I didn't touch it, I don't know, but it did it more than once when I was trying to put it on. I'm like, that's really, really easy to pop off. And they're like, that could pop off when I'm, swimming in the ocean, or maybe I'm on a drift dive or something, and it's hundreds of feet down, and I could lose my fin forever. Like, that sucks. So, yeah, just, not as good. And this one's cool. I like it. Very cool design too. And what I'm gonna do, this one definitely flexes more. See, look at that. Look at the flex there. And then what happens when you come back? It pops. It's really cool. It's got a slight whipping action. This one, rigid. I mean, it'll flex, but I can even tell when I'm doing this with my hand, I feel more force to get the same angle. Here, I feel more force on my thumb to get that angle than I do here. I don't feel as much force on my thumb to get that same angle. So, it's sinking again. So, yeah. So, these two head to head. Who wins? The Extreme is right now in the finals against the Gorilla or the Seawing. I don't know, he's gonna win. This is exciting. I like doing this stuff. So, anyways, nice try, Atomic Aquatics, and maybe you can come back with a redesigned fin, because this is not the avenue to go down compared to this one. This one is superior in every way. All right. With that being said, I'm gonna sign off for now. I'm gonna test. Hang on. I'm gonna test the Gorilla versus Seawing. I don't know. Yeah, man, I'm excited. Let's see what happens. All right, that's it for now. Hi. Hey, I'm back. So we had the Seawing versus the Gorilla, and what are my thoughts? Let's see. What are my thoughts? This one's better. There, that's it. Done. This one's better for me. So, this one is on this foot right now. The Seawing of the Gorilla is on this foot right now. So, Gorilla. Let me talk about this one. It's It puts a lot of strain on my ankle. Didn't get a foot cramp at all, but just a lot of strain on it, and it's for the amount of effort that you put into it, and as hard as you kick it, it doesn't seem to give back what you put into the fin, and it's probably because I'm not big enough. I mean, I weigh about 175, and it's I think it's definitely just made for a bigger guy. It's just I mean, I think you might want to be. I'm thinking maybe 220, 250 for this fin, because as I was testing it, I was thinking, man, I can't wait to take it off, and that's not a good thing. I don't want to have to think when I'm out enjoying myself. I don't want to think, man, I want to take this thing off. It hurts. I can kick it. The phrase is, "Are you tough enough to kick a gorilla?" No, I'm not. I am not tough enough to kick a gorilla, because what happens? Pretend this is my foot. Then eventually it starts to just bend it back, and then you use your muscles and to fight it back, and it bends it back, and then you're starting to use it. I'm like, it's a lot of that's just not pleasant. Again, if you were a big dude, and I'm not talking big dude, I'm talking like an athletic big dude, this will probably work for you. But if you are just an average guy or gal, this thing is just too much. I mean, it is noticeably harder to push down through the water. This one, pleasant. I felt pretty fast with this one. They might look the same, but they are two very different fins. I mean, they're just shaped the same, but they feel very, very different in the water. This one, it felt similar to the aquatics, as I'd push it, and I just wouldn't get that go. This one put the same effort into it, and it just felt like it just gave me a boost. It was really just nice and easy. Oh, and the other thing too, let's say you're not trying to go fast, you're not trying to get out of a bad situation or whatnot, and you're just cruising. This is not a cruising fin at all, at least for me. For an average sized guy, this is not a this fin you can cruise in. It's a pleasant fin to use. My one complaint it's actually with all the fins, I want a toe cutout, because if your toes are in this and they're getting smashed in, that's not good. Any manufacturer, Scuba Pro, the name I can't say, Mariners. Why is there no toe cutout? It's not pleasant to have your toe jammed up in here, and if you get one too big for you, then your foot's all sloppy in here. So that something to think about. I might even just go and cut it out myself. I don't know, avoid my warranty or whatever. Anyways, going back to this one. Much more pleasant to kick. It's cool too. I mean, it looks cool. It looks. I mean, the technology of the design that went into it, pretty cool. So, as I would fin this one, let me try to describe my experience. First of all, putting it on, very easy to put on. However, you know what? I don't know. Maybe the bungee straps will grow on me. Maybe I'm just used to the ratcheting things. I don't know. I feel like it could. I don't know. I mean, it hasn't slipped off my foot. It just feels like it's too easy to take off and put on, but it hasn't slipped off my foot. By the way, you need dive booties, not dive socks. You gotta get dive booties. Mariners, I don't know if I say the name right, but they have the highest review on Amazon. Those dive booties are great, and it really changes how your foot feels in the fin. You don't wear this with a bare foot, and it's going to tear you up. Don't dive sock. Need dive booties. Totally changed the way the fin feels. So, describing it, putting on, super easy to put on, and then as I'm finning through the water, it's really cool. You get it to go like this, and then snap, kind of like the Extreme. The Extreme also had that snap, but this one feels like it just gives you. When you push in and then you change directions, it just feels like get an extra just, whew, nice little just extra push through the water. And it's really cool. I don't know how to describe it. So, did I want to take the fin off? Was it causing any discomfort at all? No. Maybe a little bit here, but that's what your dive booty's for. And again, I was kicking hard to see where, the stress points were, and my big toe. So I wish this was something here. That's my one complaint. So, anyways, with that being said, now, which one, and I'm going to use the word, is better for me? Gorilla or Seawing? Seawing is the better fin. So, well, with that being said, we're going to move on to our finals between the Extreme and the Seawing. Yeah, check them out. I had a feeling it would kind of come down to these two. They're very big names. So we'll see. We'll see who the winner is out of these two. Just putting it on my hand right now, this one is lighter. So that's interesting. So we'll see after that. And I'll see you after that. Bye. Hello. The finals are done. We had the Mary's Extreme against the Scuba Pro Seawing. This one's better. Seawing's better. That's it. We're done. Bye. All right. With that being said, let's talk about the Extreme first. Save the best for last. Extreme. Nice fin. For me, it is a number 2. It's a nice fin. It is lighter than the Scuba Pro. It is lighter. I don't really notice anything in the water. Maybe a little bit more mass with the Scuba Pro. Not a lot of extra mass. But for me, the Scuba Pro, I could feel or get a better idea of where it was in relation to my body. This one, it felt so light that I really didn't know exactly where the fin was sometimes. So, yeah, as you can tell, it is a skinnier fin and a little bit shorter. But still, really, I mean, it's a nice fin. So, I mean, if this is the only thing that you can get a hold of, it's a good fin. There's nothing wrong with it. Basically, when I was kicking, it just felt wimpy. Best way I can describe it, it felt wimpy compared to the Seawing. Compared to the Atomic Aquatics, definitely felt like it had more extra pop to it. But compared to this one, it felt wimpy. Interesting, huh? When you're wearing two different fins. Again, nice fin. Foot pocket might actually be a little bit more comfortable than the Scuba Pro. Okay, it is. It is a tiny bit, I'm feeling it right now, tiny bit more comfortable than the Scuba Pro. The foot pocket is. So that's another thing. Again, that's why I'm testing all of these out, because, that would be a deal breaker, even if it was better and everything, but it hurt the helicopter. And if it hurt my foot, well, I didn't. Why would I want to go scuba diving when I'm wearing something that's hurting my foot? However, I don't want to take the fin off. It's not to where I'm like, ow, I can't wait to take it off. So, that being said, so let's talk about the other good qualities about it. I mean, it is cool. It does have this feature here. When I'm kicking, it felt good. So, I mean, watch the other video about the good features, but comparing it, because this is comparison, trying to find an overall best fin, this one actually, surprisingly, put a little bit more ankle strain on my foot than the Scuba Pro did, which I thought was very surprising, even though it felt more wimpy when I was really trying to fin, just repeatedly, fin hard. It felt like it actually put a little bit more strain on my ankle, which surprised me, because it doesn't feel like it gives as much power through the water, which, speaking of power, let's talk about that. This fin is more powerful than the Extreme, and it doesn't feel like I was putting, it actually felt like I might have been putting a little less effort into the kick, and yet it is more powerful, which I thought was amazing. So after I got my finning technique down just a little bit with both of them, really trying to go through the whole movement. This one, to get me from one side of the pool to the other, was taking me around 9 to 8 kicks from one side to the other on one foot. This one, on one foot, was taking me around 8 to 7 kicks to get from one side to the other, and then I switched feet. Same results. This one was always one, sometimes two less kicks than this fin, which that's got either foot that I was wearing, and towards the end, just a little bit, with this one, start putting a little bit of ankle strain. So you know what? I can take a tiny little bit of toe discomfort for not having ankle strain, because you know, ankle. I mean, once you're up walking around and whatnot, that's kind of important. So is your big toe, but you know, I don't know. I feel like I can fix that if I had to. I could, you know, cut a little hole out for my big toe or whatnot. And I know, get a bigger size. You could, but then you're going to be sloppy inside of it. Because yeah, I don't know. I think about cutting out, but might be a little extreme. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. So, anyways, that's that. So the Scuba Pro. Let's talk about the Scuba Pro here. Awesome fin, the best one I can find. I don't know, maybe the only thing better would actually be strapping little scooters onto your feet, and there you go. But which would be awesome. I would totally strap scooters onto my feet. That'd be so cool. I haven't looked for those yet. That might be my next thing, comparing scooters. But anyway, so the fin itself, awesome technology. Feels like a completely different fin than the Gorilla. Like I said, no disrespect to the Extreme, but it is a better fin. It definitely feels more well made. It is much more sturdy, which is also why maybe it's a little bit more uncomfortable on my toe, because it won't flex on the foot pocket. However, it's definitely not a deal breaker. And once you are swimming in it, your foot actually comes out just a little bit. So yeah, you don't feel it when you're actually here. Watch, I'm gonna pick my foot up. There. Yeah, I don't feel it now. Just when I'm kind of like standing in it, but tiny thing. All right, so awesome. It is when you're finning through the water like that, you can really feel it pop, and then once you get a really big stroke into it, it's really cool. This one I can really feel like I can actually use the back side of the kick too, and the front side. The conveniently floated over here. The Extreme, I didn't feel like I could get any power on the back of my kick, which was really amazing. And then because I had power on the back, then I could whip it again. You know, kind of like, you know, you ever roll up a towel and whip it? I felt like I could like whip the fin, which was really cool. So yeah, and then the tiny little kicks, I felt like I could get just as much little control movements as this one. I would say one thing: this one, when I am kicking, just kicking it up, this one does track a little straighter than the Scuba Pro, probably because the foot pocket, I feel more secure in the foot pocket. But however, it still doesn't beat just the ease of the fin. I mean, so you get one bad kick out of 10, not a big deal. This one might get all great kicks, but you're still putting more effort into this fin and getting less out of it. This one, I'm putting I feel like I'm getting what I put into the fin, which is great. Maybe it's got something to do with the drag on the fin. I don't know. So, with that being said, which one's better? The Seawing or the Extreme? The Seawing is the better fin, in my opinion. So with that being said, I think I'm going to do a little extra fun on my long fin and just see how this compares to my long fin. With that being said, you do get what you pay for. I do think this is the best fin, and that's that. See you later. Bye. Hope this helps somebody out. Hey, I can't talk too loud. I've been told that I need to be quiet because I got to be a little louder. I can't get too enthusiastic or excited here, although I do have some exciting results. I think it's about 10:20 at night, and I don't want to wake up my neighbors because that would not be neighborly. So I gotta be quiet. So let's talk about these two fins. Which fin is better? This fin is actually better. In all ways except one. But that one way is not a big deal. Let's talk about the long fin. This would be, if it wasn't for the Scuba Pro, this fin would be the most powerful and maybe the best bang for your buck, maybe, or best bang for your effort. Although it did only cost, I want to say it only cost $160 or $115. I can't remember. It was a year ago. But anyways, for the money you get, it will propel you really well. There's nothing wrong with it. It is long, very long. So if you are scuba diving with other people, you're probably gonna smack into them. Probably would hit it on a reef or whatnot. It really is made for hunting or free diving, spear hunting or free diving. However, if I was going to go free diving, I would actually choose this fin. Actually, if I was going to go spearfishing, now that I've tested them both side by side, I would choose this fin. This fin is good. If your budget isn't the $220 range, or try to find it on eBay or something, or get a deal at Black Friday or something, it is an expensive fin, but you do get what you paid for. There's a lot of technology into this. So anyways, let's talk about this fin. It's awesome. It does have a lot of flex to it. Put a tiny bit more ankle strain on. This one, I would not wear it with dive booties. You could obviously get a bigger size, but you're just going to have to figure out, what size you need if you wanted to use it with dive booties. Love this though. My toes can stick out the front of this. Scuba Pro. Why can't you do that? It helps so much with just comfort. Anyways, good fin, but I think technology has passed it by. But again, there's nothing wrong with it. Besides, is it more efficient than the Extreme? I don't know. I definitely had to put more effort into this kick than I hit this kick. Now let's talk about the kicks. Just trying to go back and forth. It did put a little bit of ankle strain on. I think over time that would start to wear on you. This one, I think I could kick this, I could go on, I would say 4 dives in a day, and I don't think this thing's going to put any ankle strain on me. Feels so good to kick. This one, it feels like you do feel like you get what you paid for. The kick that you put in, you feel like you're getting a return on that kick, whatever you put into it. It doesn't feel like it's slowing me down. This fin, the Seawing, the Scuba Seawing, just feels like I get extra, like I'm getting extra power that I didn't put into the kick. It's really cool. It's like, I don't know, it's like a bonus kick or whatever you want to call it, a super kick. It's just the amount of effort I put into this compared to this fin, I just get more out of it. It's amazing. So, but like I said, this is not a bad fin. It's just technology has passed by this design. So, which is good. It should pass by it. But anyways, so it is cool looking though. I mean, when you put it on, you're like, yeah, I'm a diver because I got this. I'm a spaceman. It happens to scuba dive. So, anyways, that's just my thoughts. So, getting across the pool, the best kick that I could manage out of this was 6 kicks, and they were hard. Much more. It felt like I was putting much more effort, and I felt like I was starting and stopping a little bit in the water. Again, I'm only using one leg, so I can compare it. but it took me, the best I could do was 6 kicks across the pool. Towards the end, I was getting like around 7. This one, the best I got out of the Seawing was 5. I got my kicks down to where I could actually get, only took me 5 kicks to get across the pool on one leg. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And when I was kicking it, it was like I was barely even kicking it, and then I could get such a big stroke out of the kick and then bring it back down. I couldn't get my leg, I couldn't get as far. Once I got up to a certain point, I felt like I couldn't reach as far behind me as this. And then when I would reach all that way back, then I could just boom, just pop it and go. It was so cool. It is more efficient than the what is this called? The Gara, the Caresi Gara 2. There you go. More efficient than the long fin. It is. It's just better in every way except price. Comfort wise, you know what? I'm wearing them both right now, and you know, it's subjective, but it is definitely tighter on my foot. I mean, obviously you can order a size up, but not as comfortable. Except on my toes. I like how my toes can pop through it. But once you're swimming, like I said, your toes aren't touching the bottom of the fin anymore. So does it really matter? I don't know. I guess not, because it's not uncomfortable. Wearing it right now, which one do I want to take off? I want to take off the long fin. It's squeezing the crap out of the side of my foot, so maybe I should have gotten a bigger size. I don't know. But yeah, I don't want to have it on anymore. So I won't. Here's a positive. They float in fresh water, so that's a positive. But yeah, really pleased with this. So almost perfect. I would give it a 9.5 out of 10 if they just did something about the toes. But besides that, awesome. I'm very pleased that I went through this whole test and did all these different things. Oh, hey, look at that. It sank now. Wait, I don't know if you can see it or not. The other one's floating just because of the way I put it down, but actually if you submerge it in water, it sinks. So there you go. Good fin. Yeah, I think that's just about it. So if you want, you can try to replicate my test. If not, you can take my word for it. For me, this fin is going to give you the most bang for your buck, and not bang for your buck, bang for your effort. Maybe even bang for your buck. Might be the extreme, but again, it's what, maybe $30 more than the extreme. If you're gonna spend what, $189, $190, you spend $30 more. I mean, save up for it a little bit. And this one, I feel, is really, really well made. So I'm excited to get out in the ocean with it and give it a shot. And I think that's just about it, guys. I hope that helped somebody out there decide on their scuba fins, and make sure you get, here you go, make sure you get dive booties. These things, again, you're not always going to have the fins on. You might be walking someplace weird. You could be on a deck of a boat or whatnot. It could be slippery. Look at the grip on these compared to if you just get dive socks. You don't have as much grip, you know. And what a silly way to get hurt to if you don't have on dive booties. And they just look at that. See, I still love you. See, but what a great way to go. So with that being said, I want to talk more about it. I'm not an expert. I don't know what other criteria. You just get extra speed out of your kick. You get more out of it than you put into it, which is amazing. So that's it for now. Hope that helped some of my scuba brothers and sisters out there. And until next time, maybe next time I will compare travel BCDs, because I'm ready to get some BCDs too. Until next time.